Weight loss drugs for many people may soon get a lot more expensive. A shortage of them, it actually led to lower prices.
Kris Van Cleave explains how that happened and why prices could go up.
Brittany Fenley is worried she won't be able to stay on medication that's helped her lose 70 pounds since October.
This drug has changed my life. I don't know what I would have done, and I pray that other people can have access to this.
At 270 pounds, diet and exercise weren't working, so she looked into weight loss drugs such as Wegovy, costing more than $1,000 a month.
I immediately gave up on it. It wasn't until I saw an ad on Instagram, and it said starting at $2.99 a month, and I was like, wait, that's affordable. I could do that.
She could do it because the surging popularity of the GLP-1 drugs created a shortage, prompting the FDA to take emergency action, allowing compounding pharmacies to essentially make generic versions of the drug for a fraction of the cost. But that ends this week.
We could not have guessed, even 5 years ago, what we would be able to do today.
Dr. Craig Premack is the Senior Vice President of Weight Loss for telehealth company Hims & Hers, who introduced us to Brittany. The company expects to make more than $700 million this year on weight loss services.
What happens to the people where their drug bill is going to go up $300 and they can't continue it?
Unfortunately, what we've seen is when you just abruptly stop these, about 75% of people are going to gain their weight back.
The FDA has ordered compounding pharmacies to largely stop selling their version of the drugs. Novo Nordisk, the maker of Ozempic and Wegovy, told us they are making every effort to provide lower-cost options. But as of Thursday, any compounder that mass produces or sells knockoff drugs is breaking the law.
How soon do prices rise for people taking these drugs?
There are already people who were seeing us on commercial doses that we have stopped their treatment and offer them other possibilities.
More than 80% of Americans do not have insurance covering weight loss drugs, despite 4 in 10 being obese.
I don't think it's fair. You shouldn't have to be in a certain tax bracket in order to afford a life-changing medication.
She makes a good point. So, Chris, how much are prices going to go up?
Well, so drug makers have brought the price down for people without insurance, but we're still talking about, for many, many people, $200 to $300 more a month.
A lot of money.
So if the rules are changing, what are companies like Hims & Hers? Are they in trouble now?
Well, so 3 telehealth companies have made deals with the big drug makers to sell the name brand products, but they also believe there's room in the law to continue selling compounded versions of these medications. And you heard the drug makers likened that to selling knockoffs. So it seems like they're destined to battle it out in court with millions of patients caught in the middle.